Welcome to the second hour of This Morning. Here are today's headlines. The government plans to stock up on test kits for the novel coronavirus as the average number of tests per day at the end of May came to 28,000, higher than the 22,000 conducted daily in March following the cluster infection surrounding the Shinnㅅtbs religious sect. Quarantine officials are currently capable of conducting 34,000 tests per day, but the government plans to reserve 350,000 test kits to prepare for emergency situations such as large-scale cluster infections. Details of some 900,000 credit cards in Korea have been leaked to online black markets abroad, and the Financial Security Institute was notified of the leak from a Singaporean security firm. The information exposed in the leak include card numbers, expiration dates, and validation codes, while no passwords have been leaked. 54% of the cards are unusable due to reasons such as expiration, but around 410,000 cards are still active. Card companies will inform users about the leak and advise them to get their cards reissued. North Korea announced this morning that it will cut off all inter-Korean communication lines at noon, including a direct line between Seoul's presidential office and the headquarters of the North's ruling Workers' Party. Pyongyang's Korea Central News Agency said it reached the conclusion that the two Koreas no longer have any issues to discuss and said that this is the first step in eliminating any contact with the South. China's Deputy Director of Hong Kong and Macau Affairs Office indicated that how Hong Kong's people behave now would affect its political situation in its post-2047 status yesterday, a day before the one-year anniversary of the city's anti-government movement began to oppose an extradition bill. The remarks came following a series of protests against controversial bills Beijing recently passed, including a national security law. Activists in Hong Kong aren't planning to stage any protests to mark today's anniversary, but instead focus on an all-out strike by the label circle and a united leave from schools by student groups. The global economy is expected to shrink 5.2% this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the World Bank, which also lowered its growth outlook by 7.7 percentage points from a 2.5% growth forecast made in January. The bank added, the global economy will contract the most since the Second World War. Advanced economies will shrink by 7%, led by a 9.1% contraction in the euro area, and emerging and developing economies will shrink 2.5%, their worst performance since 1960. And you can listen to these headlines once again on our YouTube channel by searching TBS eFM. You will also get a script of the headlines and subtitles as well. Coming up next, we discuss the arrest warrant hearing of Samsung heir apparent Lee Jae-yong.